Brother Kwame, you made a good point that from week to week, day to day, the narrative changes as it pertains to taking vaccinations, wearing masks, the effectiveness of certain vaccinations, or the effectiveness of certain variants. From the day to day, these things change. Now, and we're having very opposing views from different doctors and people within the administration. So there's no cohesive thought on exactly how to go about this thing. Now, what this brings to the forefront is what we were told by Moshe, that our enemies will be proven to us to be liars. So as we continue to look at our current circumstance and the words of the prophets from the days of old, we can now see clearly that our enemies have indeed been liars, and they have lied to us in times past and continue to do it today. And we all know that lies have one main intent, and that is to deceive, to send someone in a direction that you would rather them to go. So the truth, they may try to cover the truth, but the truth is the Most High himself is unable to cover the Most High. So at some point, we know clearly that the Most High will, by his Spirit, reveal to us all the crooked things. And it is our job to stand up in our lot and make those things straight, to correct them as men of the house of Israel. So we see clearly, as this COVID-19 situation, I feel as though if anyone thinks that this is bad, wait for what comes after it. For the Most High will bring his plagues upon all these nations, for his people are housed within all of these nations. Regardless of where we are, whether we're in Spanish speaking, French speaking, Dutch speaking, English speaking, it doesn't matter where our people are under the sun as we were scattered to the four corners of the earth. We are mistreated in every nation. This is a testament to Deuteronomy 28 on exactly what would befall our people. For many of us are confused and baffled as to why our circumstance is the same no matter where we go, to anyone that has done any traveling within the earth. And Deuteronomy chapter 28 clearly lays it out. Many of our people have never read it. And once they have read it, they are fascinated by it. However, in order to follow and to walk in those instructions, it will take a disciplined man to do it. And so now, as we continue to rise up and to stand in our lot and turn to righteousness and pull away from wickedness, as we do this, these societies of these many nations will fall, because we are the legs of the chair that they sit on, and we are the legs of the table that they put their food on. So once you remove the legs, everything crumbles. Now, as this takes place, we have to be prepared to fight, as we will be raised up as an exceedingly great army. An army fights. So as we withdraw ourselves from the heathen and they begin to crumble, they will fight back. They will not go easily. So we must be prepared for that backlash. But I'm certain that our people are aware that no weapon formed against us will prosper. So we have to place our trust in the Most High as it pertains to these vaccines and everything else. Go ahead, Brother Devin.
Right. Kwame, well done, man. You touched on a few things there which needs to be elaborated on. Okay. Lee followed it up with a few things there just then, which is again spot on. I want to retract a little bit, okay, because there's a few things here we're not really touching on just yet, and Lee just touched on it. It says in Isaiah, right, the Most High says, no weapon formed against us will harm us. So first of all, we have nothing to fear but the Most High, okay? That's the first thing. These things that are set in place around the world right now, every country has their list of things, what they're putting into place that's going to affect everyone, okay? But they're introducing them at different times. So it almost looks like they're not in sync, but they are, because each country are doing their thing. They've got their list and working on their list in their country at the time they're assigned to do so, okay? So that will all line up in time. A lot of these things aren't meant to include us as such. They're doing it for us Israelites to be afraid and be the same as every other nation. My opinion is we don't have to be afraid as those nations are afraid. We're separate to those people. We are separate. We're apart from. We should be here now leading our own people, and leading the ones who believe in the Most High as well. So as Kwame said, we got to move on to the ones who don't really listen, but we got to start speaking out more to our people and reaching out to them because they are lost. A lot of our people, Israelite brothers and sisters, they are lost. You can see many things, as Kwame said, distractions on Facebook and other social media that is distracting us brothers as a nation and as brothers away from what's happening right now. In Birmingham right now, Heny and Kwame, there's brothers doing online dances now, and now they think they've got their freedom. Now they're going to have these parties and other events to go to dance and have a great time, and kind of like not really addressing what's happening. And while all these distractions are happening, they're doing things behind the scenes, bit by bit. Now, these people are evil geniuses. They are evil geniuses. They're doing a great job. And they're not addressing the Israelite people because they know there's going to be us here now around the world waking up to what's going on. So we got to speak to as many of our people as possible to let them know that these people in power right now, the controllers, are addressing their people to distract us as a people. We cannot be distracted as all the other nations are. We got to be strong towards the Most High and to the law. Now, with all that being said, the Most High will bless us and put the right people in front of us for us to reach out to wake them up. He will do that. I know for a fact, I mean, you know, the book, there's not a vain word in the book, not one vain word. The book is serious. And when you read the book, okay, I read the Targums, and I don't know if you guys read the Bible or KJV or NIV, but the vibration of each book is the same. And the Most High's character is the same. And he will bless all of us if we stay strong and true to him. But with that foundation, we have to fear him, because all the blessings we've got right now, he can easily take them away. But he's not going to do that. He's not going to leave us fretting or leave us in any kind of danger. We got to be true and strong to him and fear him and him alone. So all these distractions now, for the ones who are awake, move those distractions aside and speak to the ones we need to speak to. Now, Lee's right. There may be a time where we have to fight. We have to prepare ourselves in our hearts and our souls to fight. Now, my personal opinion is this: the Most High won't put any distractions in front of us that he won't sort out. What we got to do with the knowledge we have is approach and reach out to the brothers and sisters who we know who can then do the same thing. Reach out to other brothers and sisters and don't be caught up in all these distractions. I mean, the football right now in the UK, it's crazy. How can people be jumping up and down about football when your human rights are being taken away every single day? It's crazy, it's ludicrous. Where I am here in Turkey now, it's a Muslim country. Things aren't as bad here as they are in the US and in the UK, okay? You must understand one thing as well. All these things that's happening, they're not happening in Muslim countries. They're mainly happening in EU and Western countries. Now, where I am now, they love the Israelites here. They love, when you're walking around with this gray beard, all they give you is respect. Assalamu alaikum, I get it everywhere. I will say to anybody, as I've said to Heny many times, if you come here, how you are addressed, how you are treated is different how you are in the UK and how you are in the US. I'm not saying yo.
I have a question for you to interject really quickly.
Go for it.
Could it be, because I'm certain we know clearly that the Most High cannot lie. No. And once he's made it plain that we will be scattered into these nations and we will be at the bottom of the barrel and disrespected, etc. Turkey is no exception. So could it be that the reason why you have been shown respect and they have been at peace with you, could that be because the Most High knows that you are a man in whose heart is his law, and therefore he has caused your enemies to be at peace with you?
Yes. Straight away, one word answer, yes. We have to walk, all of us have to walk this way. You have to walk stronger in the UK and the US. I appreciate that and respect that. There are some really evil people where you guys are. evil beyond belief, and they'll hide away from you. They won't show their faces to you. What they'll do is show themselves to people around you, and those people around you will affect you and the people you know and you love. But they won't go directly to you because they're in fear of you. Everyone here on this call, I'm telling you now, those people where you are now, they're in fear of you. So the ones in charge, the evil ones, these controllers, they'll do their best to not address you personally, but the people who are around you to affect you. Now, here where I am, Lee, you're right. They know there is going to be an exodus of sorts because they know the Western world is evil. They know that. They can't get away with these things here because the Most High's presence here is stronger here than it is in the UK and in the US. I'm afraid a lot of the Israelite brothers and sisters, they've either forgotten about the Most High or don't even know he exists because they're so caught up in the distractions of where they are. And you guys, where you guys are in America and in Canada as well, you are definitely in the minority, 100%. But that can't stop you reaching out and speaking to people who will listen to you and they will hear what you say, but you have to reach out to them. And the Most High is looking for you guys, and me too, to reach out and speak about him and what's coming, because what's coming isn't going to stop. The Most High is in control of everything right now, but we have him. He is for us. He is for his Israelite brothers and sisters. He is for us, and he will not let us down. But we got to be strong in that word. We got to be strong for that and have no fear of them. Whatever they put towards us to get to us, it's not going to work, but it will work with the people around us. And don't let those people around us affect us. We got to be strong in what we know and strong in the fear of the Most High. Because I'm telling you now, man, he's the only one who I fear. All this distraction, this COVID BS, it doesn't bother me one bit. What bothers me is me trying my best to keep the law, living lawful, and speaking about the Most High to every single person I meet. And some of them, they love it. And some of them, they quake when I mention him. They quake. When I say inshallah right here now, they go, whoa, because they know it means something here where I am. But I'm afraid you guys have to say these words, you know, and mention the Most High where you are. And the Most High will put in front of you the right people for them to take that word on further. But as Kwame said, don't get caught up in the distractions, and we got to reach out. And if the people don't listen, move on to the next person. But we can't stop speaking what we have to speak. I speak to Henry quite a lot, and please forgive me for talking so much, but I feel a bit, what's the word? Not guilty, because where I am, I say to Henry, the Most High has put me in such a great position because a lot of people around here, they know the Most High's presence much more than the UK, much more than the US. And I say to Henry, try to get here, because if he felt and saw and heard what I'm seeing and feeling and hearing here, he will be strengthened by that. So all I'm trying to do is strengthen you guys with my words now, because I know what I have to do. And I hope you guys are hearing what I'm saying and you'll do what you have to do where you are. But this distraction, this BS, which is, it shouldn't affect us. And we've got to speak to people and let them know it shouldn't affect them either. But we've got to be strong in the word, pick up that book, and the Most High knows what we're doing. And he'll know and put the right people in front of us to reach out to others. So this talk is a great thing to have right now, but I hope I can strengthen you guys in my words, because what's happening where you are isn't happening around the world at the same time. It's happening in different countries at different times. And they're trying their best to disassociate each Israelite, to throw us off the path of talking to each other and reaching out to each other. It's very clever, but I'm afraid it's not working with everyone. It's not working with me. And I'll talk about the Most High wherever I go here. And I'm telling you now, I'm always respected, and their ears prick up, and they always touch their hearts and go, Assalamu alaikum or salam. Everywhere I go, it's bizarre. Now we got to reach out to each other where you are, where we are, the same way. We got to pick up our strength and walk with that. Don't just walk with it in your bedroom or in your house. Go out and don't be afraid to mention his name. Don't be afraid to mention the Most High's name. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard about Chris Eubanks' son dying. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you know who Chris Eubank is?
There's a boxer, a UK boxer, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
Well, his son died yesterday or the day before, right? And I don't know if you guys are aware of the social media right now in what he was doing, but he was talking about the Most High, the ruler of all creation, the Almighty, when he was talking about truth. I don't know what kind of setup Chris Eubank's in, but his son knew the score. And I'm afraid, I don't know what circles he was moving in, whether it was a hit, whether it wasn't drowning. How can a grown man drown in a pool these days? Come on now. Who's going to believe that rubbish? You know, he was either taken out or whatever situation he was in. Unfortunately, he's gone now. But he was talking about the Most High and reaching out to Israelites around the world and the truth. And they've taken him out. But we can't be in fear of that. I'm not in fear of being taken out at all. I'm not wishing anything upon myself, but I'm trying to walk strong in the word as much as I can. And if my words are strengthening you, I hope it is doing that. But we got to reach out now more than ever. Lee's right. There may be a time we're going to have to fight. But these things we have to explain these words to other people. And don't be afraid of talking about it. We got to get strong together and reach out to our people more so now than ever before. And not next week or next month. Right now, whoever we see as Israelite brothers and sisters, speak about the Most High. He's there watching everything we're doing right now and is in control of everything. But we've got to be strong in the word now and reach out to people more than ever. That's all I have to say, straight up.
You know,